Europe has its fair share of wealth, with many European countries ranked as some of the richest in the world. With advancements in innovation and social welfare programs, over the years the inhabitants of Europe have generally enjoyed a high standard of living. But which countries in Europe are the richest in terms of gross domestic product per capita? And what is it about those countries that generate their wealth? For the purpose of this list, we'll be using the 2017 figures for GNP per capita as presented by the Statistic Times. Some of our figures may vary from other studies out there, but we'd like to keep our references linked to one source here on the Infographics Show. So let's find out who are the richest of the Europeans as we count down from 10 to 1. The top 10 richest countries in Europe. At number 10 is Austria. A strong service sector, world-class banking, and legal industries put this nation in firm standing. Some of the world's top corporations are based here in Austria. GDP per capita stands around $47,000, making it the 10th largest in the European zone. With areas of outstanding natural beauty, excellent ski resorts, and one of the most appealing capitals in Europe, Vienna, Austria also has a healthy tourist industry. Famous Austrians include Arnold Schwarzenegger, Adolf Hitler, and filmmaker Billy Wilder. The name Austria derives from the Germanic word Austro, meaning east, and the Austrian flag is one of the oldest national flags in the world. It was here that the sewing machine, a truly international machine, was invented by Josef Mattersberger. At number 9 is San Marino, which does well in exports of electronics, wines and spirits, ceramics and furniture. This country has zero national debt, a state budget surplus, and a GDP of $47,000 per capita. This nation is Europe's third smallest after Vatican and Monaco, and claims to be the world's oldest republic. Nestled within Italy, there are no border controls, so visitors are free to wander in and out. But should they wish to have a stamp in their passports, this can be arranged for an administration fee of $5. The population here is so tiny that if everyone from San Marino went to watch a football match in the UK's Wembley Stadium, there would be 56,300 empty seats. If you ain't Dutch, you ain't much, they say. And sitting at number 8, the Dutch enjoy an estimated $48,000 GNP per capita. The Netherlands is home to one of the busiest ports in the world, Rotterdam. They see much of Germany's aforementioned exports flow through that port and enjoy the resulting revenue. The Netherlands is also a large exporter of flowers and agricultural products. The Dutch people are, interestingly, the tallest in the world, with an average height of 184 centimeters for men and 170 centimeters for women. And this nation is also the most densely populated, with 487 inhabitants per square kilometer, making for a large, imposing workforce. At number 7, Sweden's economy delivers exports of timber, iron ore, and precision equipment. The GDP per capita here is $53,000, and the country enjoys progressive welfare benefits owing to the high level of taxation on personal income. Due to the country's neutral status during World War II, it wasn't subject to the same level of economic devastation that its European neighbors suffered. In 2006, Swedes had the longest life expectancy in Europe at 80.5 years, and they also enjoy the lowest income inequality rate in the world. Sweden also has the smallest gender employment gap, with only 4% more male employment than female. Most Swedish women do not have their first child until they reach 30 years of age, which helps explain the equal employment levels and the high levels of national and personal wealth. Number 6 is Denmark. With a GDP per capita for 2017 of $56,000, the Danes have a mixed economy based on services and manufacturing. Although human resources make up the bulk of the Danish economy, they do exploit some natural resources including oil and gas wells in the North Sea. With one of the highest standards of living in the world, Denmark is a real example of how to run a nation. Their main exports are made up of fuels, chemicals, machinery, and instruments. Other countries owe more to Denmark than she owes to them, and Denmark is the 4th country on the OECD list of those giving foreign aid. But life isn't exactly a beach in Denmark, where it's known to either rain or snow every second day. Iceland sits at number 5 on our list. The country was settled sometime in the 800s by Vikings, and 1,200 years later overcame the 2007 to 2010 financial crisis, rising to become a strong European nation with a healthy fishing industry and bountiful energy resources. The GDP per capita is estimated to be $70,000, pushing it past Denmark. The country is famously known as a home for elves and packed with mythical stories about these creatures. Construction projects are postponed if it's believed that the little people's homes will be disrupted. And you have to love the Icelanders for that, if not for their economic success and compact football team. Ireland. The Celtic Tiger has flourished in the fields of alcoholic drinks and financial services, software, and medical technologies. GDP per capita is currently measured at $71,000, bringing this nation to number 4 on our list. The economy of Ireland is heavily invested in the knowledge economy, focusing on high-tech services, life sciences, and financial services. The Irish consume an average of 131 liters of beer per person per year. That's the second highest per capita beer consumption in Europe, after the Czech Republic. But they export much more than that, with famous breweries such as Guinness, Harp, and Kilkenny internationally recognized outside of the Shamrock Isle. Norway is the third richest European nation, with bountiful natural gas and hydroelectric power. With a GDP of $74,941 per capita and a population of 5.2 million, this city of the midnight sun is also a geographically beautiful place to live and a comfortable place to bring up a family. The Norwegians invented the paperclip and were the first people to introduce salmon sashimi to the Japanese. They have a rich source of oil and gas in the North Sea to keep their economy ticking along soundly. In 1251, Henry III of England was presented with a polar bear by the King of Norway. Henry kept the polar bear in the Tower of London on a long chain and allowed the beast to swim in the River Thames, which no doubt put the fear of God into 13th century Londoners who happened to be merrily passing along the London riverbanks. Switzerland is known globally for its high-end precision watches and lock knives and sits neatly poised here on our list at number 2 with a GDP of $80,591. This nation is also home to Nestle, one of the biggest food producers in the world. With a robust pharmaceutical and chemical industry, Switzerland trades heavily with the US and other European nations. The Swiss are also big on cheese, being home to over 450 different types and being a past winner at the World Championship Cheese Contest. Swiss people usually marry a bit later in life than their other European cousins, with an average of 31 for men and 29.5 for women. Luxembourg has the highest GDP of all European countries, clocking in at a massive $105,803, and with a quality of life to match. It's also the second richest country in the world. The iron and steel industries here provide the solid backbone of the country's economy for many years. This founding member of the European Union enjoys high levels of prosperity, with strong growth and unemployment levels well below the European average. With low energy costs and a stable government, the country is gaining interest for a new hub for the new information economy of the 21st century. Just under half of Luxembourg's residents are foreign, and over 170 different nationalities live in Luxembourg, with the Portuguese making up the largest body of expats at 16.4% of the total population. In Luxembourg, euthanasia and assisted suicide is legal in this progressive, rich European nation, making it the perfect country to both live and die in. A late addition to our list is Monaco. So while Monaco, the tiny principality situated on the French Mediterranean coast, doesn't make it into our list, as most statisticians disclude it as a proper European country, we're giving it special mention here. It has a staggeringly high GDP per capita of $160,000, putting it above all other recognized countries on the official list, and a true resort for the rich and famous. Way to go, Monaco! So there we have it, the 10 richest European countries. Which country would you most like to live in? Does richest mean happiest? Let us know in the comments. Also, be sure to check out our other video, Top 10 Militaries in the World. Thanks for watching, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.